Hello everybody and welcome back to Markers and Monsters. Colin here as always, and today I decided to sit down with a blank piece of paper in front of me and just start doodling and see what came out. And what do you know? It's this crazy Astro Brains mad scientist that I'm drawing here. I started with just some simple circles that I decided to turn into eyes because, well, I do that a lot it seems. And from there, it just kind of spiraled into brains and teeth and all kinds of weird stuff. So enjoy. It's always fun to kind of just do that, you know, not have a game plan, just kind of sit really and just start doodling and no real game plan or anything. You know, as much as I enjoy drawing a lot of characters, you know, like Freddy and Jason and, you know, aliens from movies and stuff like that, a lot of times you have to look at reference photos and, you know, get a good feel for what the characters actually look like. With something like this, you're just going straight from your imagination, and that's a lot of fun, especially, you know, for an artist. This is the kind of stuff I did as a kid all the time on my, the paperwork at school, homework, you know, tests, I'd flip them, get them done early, flip them over and start drawing. Hell, even on the, what do you want to call it? The desks, I would always draw there too. So a lot of fun to just go bananas here. I decided to throw in some, you know, tentacles and teeth and all kind of stuff, of course. And a little snow globe here with this poor, unfortunate victim trapped inside. What's going to happen to her? I don't know, but I doubt it's anything good. That's for sure. So as you can see, it's for the most part a complicated drawing that's going to require a lot of little fiddly bits going around wires and pipes and all that kind of stuff. That can make for a hard drawing, but also it can be a lot of fun to do, and it definitely pushes you. You know, it pushes your technique. So if you're an artist that's out there and wants to do stuff like this, always try to challenge yourself and do things that are maybe a little bit out of your comfort zone, or maybe things that look to be a little more of, you know, a pain in the butt, because it's going to teach you some things and it's great practice. So I started in with some dark colors right here up on the brain portion, just kind of filling in those little wrinkles and stuff like that, and then going in with some lighter pinks and softer colors like that. I'm not really too worried about the lighting in this particular drawing, just so long as there are areas that are highlighted and areas that are dark. And for the most part, I think that's just going to work out no problem. Now, if I was sitting here and doing this as like a, you know, like a commission piece or something for maybe publication or even to make a print of or something like that, then yeah, I'd worry a lot more about exactly where the light's coming from and making that brain, all the little highlights and stuff fit there perfectly. But for something like this, it's kind of just quick and fun. As long as you can get them in, for the most part, you're in good shape, you know. So we're going to continue on. I've added in a couple of the green areas here for the tentacles. And as I get in further, you're going to see that's that yellow-green 06, one of my favorites. And a big shout out to Brenda Fulmer, aka the Art Wench, because I think that's one of her favorites too she's mentioned. So, hey, here you go. You're going to see a lot of that in the tentacles coming up. So enjoy. Filling in some of the metal work and stuff like that too is just going for a simple look rather than trying to truly get the exact, you know, highlights and shadows that would be on metal. Now, a lot of artists, painters and people that do this kind of stuff professionally oftentimes will say, make a quick model. Get some tin foil, get some cardboard tubes or whatever, and wrap them and light them and all that kind of stuff, which is a great technique. It can give you a lot of help, you know. But again, for a drawing like this, simple is better. I would highly recommend practicing doing things like that. And get a, you know, a paper towel roll, wrap it in tin foil, throw it on your desk and throw a light on it, and then try to draw it out. I've done that more times than you can count. And what things like that are good for is to help you learn, so that when you just decide to just slap something together like this, it doesn't look terrible. You know, you can get a feel for what reality looks like. Drawing from life always helps you become a better artist, I think, even in, you know, drawing crazy mutant aliens and stuff like this. So these Astro Brains, you might have seen them before. I've done a couple Astro Brains drawings, including one for last year's Drawloween, and I have a print I call Invasion of the Astro Brains, which features them. That was one I did way back in, oh geez, I think like 2013 at this point. So I enjoy drawing these like tentacly brain creature guys, kind of like a throwback to like 50s sci-fi comics and stuff like that. I love that kind of stuff. And the Astro Brain guys are definitely in that vein, at least according to me, of course. So they're tons of fun to draw, and it was nice to kind of do this and this scientist guy and just kind of expand what those nefarious Astro Brains are up to. Usually they're just like destroying cities with their UFOs or menacing people. But here I thought it would be really cool. The guy's brain is all lopsided. He's got all these eyes and implants and stuff like that injected in him. There's pipes and tubes running all everywhere. His mouth is bigger and more like deformed. You see some kind of mutant. You know, I would assume he's like the smart guy to be doing all this kind of stuff, doing experiments and whatnot. But, you know, it's nice to expand a little bit and get more into what the Astro Brains get up to on their spaceships or whatever. So here he's got some poor human captive, and she's stuck in this little snow globe. What's he going to do to her? I don't know, but it's probably not going to be very pleasant or good. So I also kind of like that. I could have easily drawn, you know, some dude tied to a table on a bunch of circular saw blades, like lopping off his arms and legs or something like that. Real gory. That could be fun too. But just like in the last one, the last Markers and Monsters with Bigfoot versus the Mothman, I kind of like to set up a scene and leave it up to the viewer of the piece of art to determine how it all comes out, you know. You know, is this chick in this snow globe thing gonna escape? Is she not? You know, it's up to you to decide. And to me, that kind of makes for a more, maybe a little bit more engaging piece for the viewer. I think, at least. But I don't know. Drawing people getting chopped up by circular saw blades sounds fun too. Now we're into the inking stage. And once again, I'm going for kind of a bigger, bolder lines on this kind of a thing. I'm going to get in with the pens here at the end to do like the details on the victim down there at the bottom. But yeah, for now, the brush, it works well. It gives kind of a bolder line, I think. And for something as vibrant as this and as cartoony as this, it works a little better, I think. So lots of fun to ink this guy in. A lot of details in this piece too. This took me quite a while. I want to say this took me just shy of 2 hours, like an hour and like 52 minutes or something. One interesting thing about filming all of these drawings that I do is that you can kind of time yourself and see how long it takes. Some drawings have taken me only about 45 minutes. Some things a lot longer. This is probably on the upper end of the scale for one of these marker drawings at, like I said, almost 2 hours in length. But hey, it was a lot of fun. This is a great way to relax, and especially after having just completed a couple of really big commissions for people. Some cool stuff, but not really in the sci-fi vein or anything like that. But still good stuff. It's nice to kind of unwind and relax and just do something fun that's for yourself, you know. Always got to take the time and do something awesome. What's more awesome than hanging out and drawing some cool aliens and lasers and tentacles and teeth and eyeballs and all kind of fun stuff like that. That's a great way to unwind after the day. Throw on a movie and just, you know, you can draw to your heart's content. Yes, and I did have movies on while I was drawing this, so good times were had. I don't really watch them so much, but I do get to listen, but it's still good stuff. It's still a lot of fun. We're going in here with the white paint pen and adding in some slime and drool, a couple of touch-ups here and there. And here we go. Let's take a look at the scan. I think it turned out a lot of fun, guys. I think it's a cool little piece. Makes me want to do more Astro Brains stuff. But for now, you guys can enjoy. So I guess that's it for me for today. Thanks for tuning in, as always. I just hit 100 subscribers too, so thank you guys so much. I'm actually going to be putting together a 100 subscribers video here, so stay tuned for that. That should be up probably either this weekend or early, and then we're going to get into some a lot of other stuff too. I got a lot of updates I want to provide you with the channel and where the status is and where we're going, and it's going to be great. Spoiler alert, October is coming up, and you know what that means, guys. Drawloween. Oh, yeah. So stay tuned for all of that fun stuff, and we'll catch you on the flip-flop then. See you guys later. Bye.